So good afternoon and welcome to your class on the afternoon session of Ansci2 Introduction to Livestock and Poultry Production. So we are now on still under Module 1 and in continuation to our previous discussion, the half part of Module 1. So I'm going to talk about the before we start and while waiting for some people to come in this session, I will play this. So nutritious and delicious. Delicious. Radish. One. That's one. Chicken. You like chicken? Bird. Yeah, that's chicken.
Wow, guwapo kayo. Guwapo naman sila wings.
Say hi to Ate Mia.
Hi. Bunny. Rabbit. Is a rabbit. Meron kayo kay rabbit kay bunny na si Pato.
Do you want to eat the rabbit?
No, rabbit kay masunod sa Jen. The rock.
Wait, I cannot. Wow.
Baboy.
Say English na lang.
Pig. Ikaw lang yung mama.
Say hi to Sir Alvin.
Hi. Lagi.
It's mushroom. You want to eat?
No, I don't like mushroom. Why the mushroom over there? Looks like a slide. What's that?
It's beef.
Count on this.
Yes, it's yummy. Honey.
Or ginawan. Count ko na.
Oh, the honey.
Flying na. Ano man
They're gonna bite. That's the honey. Yes. That's so sweet, like sugar.
No. Bye-bye.
Okay, so mami mag-work na si mami ha.
Okay.
So, hanap wala. Good afternoon again, and this is just a supplemental video on the status and the profitable farming practices in agriculture. So now we are going to continue with our discussion on the fourth module one. So last time we discussed about the status of livestock and poultry production in the country, the role and importance of the livestock and poultry, and also the different production systems. And I think we just have stopped from here, and we will, and to continue, we will now talk about on common terms in livestock and poultry production. So, um, so I will just read, no, and I hope you will have your more familiarization of these common terms. And so to start with, we have from letter A to Y or Z. So later on, hopefully as a random, bibilisan ko lang, and then we will continue. So that would be the end of the chapter, or I mean the module one. So abomasum is the fourth compartment, or known as the true stomach of the ruminant animal. So later we will also discuss what is a ruminant animal. And artificial insemination is the placing of sperm in female reproductive organ, a reproductive tract by other natural means. Bitch is an adult female dog. So boar is an adult uncastrated male pig used for breeding. Baby. Boar is an adult uncastrated male, again, pig used for breeding. And bobby calf is a male calf about 1 week old. Bus indicus is the scientific name of hump cattle found in tropical countries. So we are a tropical country, so our scientific name is Bus indicus for cattle. And Bus taurus for domestic cattle originating from aurochs or the Celtic shorthorn, somewhere in Europe. And bovine is a generic name for cattle, and breed is a group of animals with distinct shapes and colors which produce offspring with similar shapes and colors. Breeding bull or stud bull is an adult male using for breeding. Broken mouth is a mouth having teeth missing. And browse is the shoots, twigs, and leaves of brush plants found in growing in rangeland. Buck is the male of such species of goat, deer, rabbits, and others. Buckling is the intact immature male goat. Buffalo bull calf is the male young one. The buffalo calf is a young one of either sex. And buffalo heifer calf is a female young one. Bull is male or bovine any age that has not been castrated yet. And bull calf is a male young one under 1 year of age. So buller, a female which is always in heat or estrus, also known as nymphomanic animal. Bullock or steer is an adult castrated male using for carting and tillage, and bordizo is an instrument used for bloodless castration which clamps off the tissue connecting the testes to the rest of the bodies. Calf is the beef animal under 1 year of age, and calving is the act of giving birth to young one. The calving interval is the length of time. Cannibalism is the act of eating another member of the same species. Kapon is the male chicken whose reproductive organs have been removed. Caponization is the process of the testis removal. Carcass is the dressed body of an animal or dead animal. Carpet is the wool or coarse wool used for making carrots. And carrying capacity is the number of animals that can be grazed on a pasture. Cast is to make animals fall on the ground. Castrate is to remove the testes of the male or to render them inactive. Alternatively, an animal whose testes have been removed or rendered inactive. Cattle is the animals of the family bovine, genus Bus, and chivon is the meat from goats. Colostrum is the first milk. Concentrate is the feed containing less than 18% pure fiber when dry. And conception rate is the percentage of a group of animals that become pregnant when bred. So cow is a female bovine that has one or more calves. Creep is an enclosure to which one young of the species have access to. They may be fed separately from the adult stock. Creep fed is used to provide special feed for the young. Crisscrossing is the mating crossbred females to sire belonging to one of the parent breeds of the female, also called back crossing. Crone is an old broken mouth eel which has been retained a breeding flock. Cod is in ruminants a bowl-like mess of feed. Cull is the used to dispose the poor animals or herd or flock. So pag wala ka ng gamit, ikakal yung animal. Dam is the mother of an animal. Dead weight is the weight of an animal after slaughtered. The horn is used to remove the horns. Julep is the hanging of foal skin under the neck of animals. This bud is used to remove or prevent the growth of the horn buds in young livestock. Duck is used to remove all part of the tail. Doe is a female of those species in which male is called a buck. Double ring is both the testicles retained in the abdomen. Draft animal is an animal used for pulling loads. Drench is the medicine in liquid form administered to animals through the mouth. Illustrator is an instrument used to place strong rubber bands over the scrotum. Estrus is the time during which a female will accept the male for copulation, also in heat. Ewe is the female sheep or lamb, or a mature female sheep. Ewe lamb is a female young one. Feed efficiency is the ratio of the units of feed needed per 1 unit of production. Feeder calf is weaned calf that is under 1 year of age. So fertilization is the union of sperm cell with an egg cell, of course. Fleece is a total wool coat of a sheep. Flock is a group of animals for sheep, goats, and birds. Flashing is increasing the amount of feed to animal for a short period of time, usually prior to breeding. Free Martin, when twin calves of different sexes are born, the bull calf is usually sexually normal, but heifer calf is always sterile. Dreamer is a female sheep which is between 1 and 2 shearing. Goatling is a female goat over 1 year but not exceeding 2 years of age. Haylage is the low moisture grass silage. He buffalo is an adult male buffalo. Heifer is a female bovine that has not had a calf or has not matured as a cow. Heterosis is heterosis improvement in offspring resulting from favorable combination of gene pairs called hybrid vigor. Inbreeding is the mating of related animals. Kid is goat under 1 year of age. Kidding is the act of giving birth to young one. Lamb is a young sheep, and lambing is the act of giving birth to a young one. Livestock means stocks that are live and are used for production items for commercial and domestic consumption. Mohair is the fleece of the Angora goat. Ovulation is the release of the egg cell from the ovary. Ovum is just like the egg. Parturition is the act of giving birth. Pedigree is the record of the ancestors of animals. Pelleting is the grinding of feed into small particles and forming it into small hard form called pellet. Phenotype is the physical appearance of an animal. Placenta is the structure by which the fetus is nourished. Pole is not having horns. Puberty is the age at which sexual maturity is reached. Ram lamp is a male young one. Ram or top is an adult male sheep used for breeding. Rectum is the last part of the large intestine. And rumen is the first and large compartment of the ruminant stomach. Repeatability means in dairy cattle a measure of the confidence that can be placed on the predicted difference being true measure of a bull's ability to transmit genetic characteristic. So like having a brown color, if it's repeatable, so the young ones or yung mga anak will have the same color brown. Reproduction is the production of offspring. Roughage is a feed containing more than 18% crude fiber when dry, such as hay, silage, and pasture. And ruminant is an animal that has stomach divided into several components, like for cattle, sheep, and goats. So the rumination in ruminants is the process of chewing the cud. Scrotum for the sac-like part of the male reproductive system outside the body cavity, which contains testicles and the epididymis. Semen is the mixture of the seminal prostrate fluid and sperm. Shearing is the removal of wool. She buffalo is an adult female buffalo. Slink calf is an aborted calf. Steer is the male bovine animal that was castrated before reaching sexual maturity. Teat is the outlet for milk produced in the udder. Testicles is the male organs that produce the sperm. Testosterone is the male hormone that controls the traits of the male animal. Other is the producing gland of mammals such as cows. Urine is the liquid waste collected in the bladder. Uterus is the part of the female reproductive system where the fetus grows, also called womb. Veal is the calves younger than 3 months of age sold for slaughter. Wattle is a projection of skin hanging from the chin or throat, especially in poultry and some breeds of goats. Whether an adult castrated male sheep. Yearling is a horse over 1 year and under 2 years of age, and yearling bull, an uncastrated male between 1 and 2 years. Yield and yield, a barren or non-lactating animal. Okay, so that's from A to Y, common terms in poultry and livestock. So, Algin, if you have questions or clarification or anything in mind, you can always butt in and share your idea. Okay, so for
Ma'am.
yes, so I hope you would be
Wala, ma'am, wala.
yeah, so you would be able to familiarize, if not memorize, all the terms now of in poultry and livestock. So now for the zoological classification, so for zebu cattle, all animals belong to kingdom Animalia, of course, and under phylum Chordata, class Mammalia, subclass Eutheria, and orders are still subdivided into Ungulata until the cattle, and for the all orders ang Ungulata, and suborders are Dactyla, and each family, uh, the cattle and the carabao or buffalo are the same family, Bovidae, and goat is Capridae, sheep is Ovidae, and pig Suidae. Therefore the genus and species or scientific names of the zebu cattle is Bus indicus and Bus taurus for the exotic cattle. So for carabao or buffalo, the scientific name is Bubalus bubalis. And for goat, Capra hircus. For sheep, Ovis aries, and Sus domesticus for pig. So Some more animal husbandry terms, although this has been mentioned already a while ago. So this has been grouped accordingly anyway. So again, as a review, when we speak of species for cattle, this it's under bovine. No? For buffalo, it's bovine or bobalin. For sheep, it's ovine. For goat, it's caprine, and for pig, it's swine. That's the species term for different animals. And they also have a specific name for groups, no? So a herd of cattle or herd of buffalo and a flock of sheep and goat or band of goat or drove or herd or stock of pig. So the adult cattle is called bull. The adult male buffalo is buffalo bull. The adult male sheep is ram or top. The adult male goat is buck, and the adult male pig is boar. While the adult female cattle is cow, adult female buffalo is she buffalo or buffalo cow, and the adult female sheep is ewe, the adult female goat is doe, and the adult female pig is sow. The young male cattle is bull calf. The young male buffalo is buffalo bull calf. The young male sheep is round lamb or top lamb, and the young male goat is buckling or male kid. And the young male pig is bourling, while the young female pig is gilt. The young female goat is goatling. The young female sheep is ewe lamb or jimmer lamb. The young female buffalo is buffalo heifer calf, and the young female cattle is heifer calf. The newborn cattle is calf, buffalo calf for buffalo, and lamb for sheep, kid for goat, and piglet or pigling for pig. The castrated male is also known bullock or steer for cattle, buffalo bullock for buffalo, wether for sheep, and castrated for goat, hog or stag or barrow for swine or pig. So sterilized female is known as spayed and from buffalo to swine, and female with offsprings called calf at foot for buffalo and cattle, and suckling for sheep, goat, and swine. The act of parturition is also have specific terms. Calving for cattle and buffalo, lambing for sheep, kidding for goat, and farrowing for swine. And the act of mating is serving for buffalo and cattle, for sheep topping, and serving also for goat, and coupling for swine. And the cry is also differently called as bellowing for cattle and for buffalo, bleating for sheep and goat, and grunting for swine. And of course, genetic chromosome number is 60 for cattle, 50 for buffalo, 58 for sheep, and 60 for goat, and 38 for swine. So that ends the module 1. And next week, we're going to continue with module 2, or the dairy cattle management. So do you have any concerns or questions, Aljun? Aljun, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any questions our second session for this week? Module
Nagkaroon mo walang gusto.
Kana.
Kinamilaw. Okay lang.
So again,
Ako sa gulugan, sir. Ako sa gulugan, sir. Kay busy pa.
so just take note of the different phases in laboratory. In under prelim, that is due on March 15. You will have here module 1 quiz, and you just send to me here by commenting or turning in your answers, or you may send this one handwritten and just picture and send it to me through the chat, Facebook chat, or again you can
Oh,
drop it
picture lang ma'am.
in the comment.
Picture lang ma'am. I-send na lang ako ma'am.
Picturean na lang nito. So kung wala na kay pangutana, then I will see you again next meeting next week on Tuesday.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so say bye-bye to Kuya Alja.
Bye-bye.
Bye, baby.
Sige, padayon sa trabaho.
Sige, ma'am.
Sige.